Hey guys, back with another video. Today I want to talk about doing Nofap versus learning pickup for success with women. You know, which is better, which will give you better results. And I kind of want to take a big picture perspective, you know, kind of looking at it from a bigger picture than, you know, just what's right for you. But first I wanted to do a quick background. So, to let you guys know that I do have experience in these fields. So, I started learning pickup when I was 21. Today I'm 30. I was actually a virgin at age 21. You know, I'm definitely not an expert by any means, I would say. And I haven't been super consistent with it since then. You know, I've been in relationships or focused on other things. But there were times when it was one of, you know, my major focuses. It hasn't been my major focus for a while, but I do have experience in that. And, you know, like I said, I've had some level of success in that field, you know, going out, meeting women, taking them home, things like that. And also I have experience with Nofap. I'm actually on day 29, which is the farthest I've ever been. And I feel great. And my initial goal is 30 days, which has been my goal for years. And I haven't been able to reach it. So it is pretty exciting. I'm almost there. And it really means a lot to me. And it's been an incredible month of growth, of pain, of joy, of not being numb like I am a lot of my time because of my addiction. And it feels great. I feel like I'm entering a new life, like a more alive life. But anyways, I'm starting to ramble. So pickup versus Nofap. I think, you know, I think in terms of what's going to make you happier and more fulfilled long-term, Nofap. And another bigger picture way of looking at it is, so learning pickup is exercising a more recent part of your brain, a part of your brain, the human brain, that evolved much later on in history. And whereas Nofap, in terms of success with women, is exercising a more primal, subconscious brain, which actually is more powerful in driving your behavior. All right? Why do we do things? A lot of it is just to satisfy our more primal brains, you know, to eat and fuck, basically. You know, eat and have sex. And survive, obviously. So I think learning pickup, it can be very good. Learning, you know, certain techniques, certain social techniques, understanding female psychology. I think that's one of the best things that you can learn, is understanding female psychology. However, I think Nofap is going to get you better faster because, like I said, it's much more primal. So when you are not watching porn and ejaculating all the time, you are going to have more energy. Your brain chemistry is going to be more balanced. You are going to have more desire. And as a result of all this, you are going to be much more engaged and in the present moment when you are talking to women. And you're going to enjoy talking to women. You're not going to be as focused on how you're feeling nervous or not good enough. You're going to be more grounded, and you're going to be focused on enjoying yourself and, you know, doing what you want to do, because you're going to have more desire, as I said. And and on top of all that, a lot of the time, I know for a lot of people where they have a bigger problem, they might have PIED, porn-induced erectile dysfunction. Or maybe it's not that far, but maybe their sex life isn't as good as they want it to be. Maybe the women aren't as satisfied with them as they want to be. When you don't watch porn and you're on Nofap, you're going to be, more like an animal. You're going to be, when you do have sex, you're going to be really wanting it, and the girl is going to sense that, and you're going to be more in the moment. You're not going to be in your head. You're not going to be like mimicking what you've seen in videos. Instead, you're going to be more in the present moment, really appreciating the girl for what she is versus, comparing her to things you've seen. And at least in my experience, it makes sex so much better. So, and then once you've had these better sexual experiences and, you're more in the moment and enjoying yourself, having harder erections, this also is going to increase your confidence. So I just think there are so many, many benefits to be had with Nofap. And like I said, they're more primal. They're more activating parts of your primal, more subconscious brain, which I think is more powerful and will have quicker effects. And you don't really need to learn anything. It just changes your behavior naturally in a better way. So I think for most people, Nofap, or I shouldn't say for most people, but for people who really have a problem, Nofap is going to be really, really powerful. And I think it is better than learning cold approach. I don't think anybody really needs to learn cold approach or pick up skills or anything like that. If you're on Nofap, you're going to have such greater intuition. You're going to be honed into the present moment. You're going to be enjoying these interactions, which really is more powerful than learning to, word things to get someone to comply with you. There is definitely some merit in that, in learning to communicate effectively, learning to get someone to comply with you. Yeah, that's great. That's a great thing to learn. If you want to learn that, that's great. But I just think Nofap is your behavior is gonna improve so much naturally. And as I was getting at earlier, doing cold approach requires so much time and energy. It really is time and energy consuming, where Nofap is actually the opposite. So it's very difficult. Yes, Nofap is very difficult, but you're actually going to have more energy as a result. You're going to have more time to do and be productive with, and more creative energy, you're going to have more emotions, but you can use these to create and to, find your purpose if you're not on your purpose already, or to just go down that path and do your purpose, put more energy into your purpose instead of releasing your energy. But obviously a huge caveat, because I am saying that I think Nofap is better, but if you're not around women, if you don't have women in your life, in order to have success with women, you need women in your life. So you can't just do Nofap and then there's no women around and you're going to have success with women, obviously. So I think both together are great, especially if you're coming from a very low point with women where you don't have like any success or very, very minimal success. I 100% recommend cold approach. I think like learning to deal with rejection is so powerful. Like not being so terrified and frozen with rejection. Okay, it's fine. Like you go talk to a girl, you ask her on a date or whatever. She says no. Fine. That's fine. No big deal. There's so many women out there. And I think a lot of men who just get stuck with that fear and don't approach lots of women that they don't know are really just limiting themselves. And so just to summarize, I think Nofap is more powerful than cold approach. I think it's way better for most people, especially if you have a problem, with watching porn. But I think both are great. I really think both are great. Like, learning pickup was a huge part of me moving past being so shy. I think I'm on the spectrum a little bit. You know, as I said, I was a virgin until I was 21. I mean, it really did help me. But I think sometimes it didn't help me. Sometimes focusing too much energy on pickup can be very bad. I think doing it for a few months, you know, sustained focus is great, but you really don't want to make your life about that, obviously. Whereas Nofap really is so beneficial to your life in general and with success with women as well. So that's it for the video. If you liked the video, leave a like, subscribe. Feel free to tell me your experiences in the comments. See you next video.